Hello everybody, my name is Michael Murray, for those of you that care, and I'm your host for the Life and Homes Journal. And today we're going to be looking at a lot of great people, business people, entrepreneurs, people that get results and serve this community in the Utica, Rome, and the Mohawk Valley. Today we got a great opportunity to talk to a businessman, an entrepreneur, really, an entrepreneur here in the community serving the Utica, Rome, and Mohawk Valley, right? Do you go outside of this area? By the way, this is Dan.
Hi.
Dan, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Dan Caruso. I'm born and raised in Utica, New York, East Utica specifically. My work area encompasses Oneida, Herkimer, Madison County, but I can go across the state if the job permits, if it requires it.
Well, it's great having you here today, Dan. It's really a privilege to be able to talk to you. So we were talking a little bit off air here, and I was saying, okay, so Dan, how'd you get into this business of excavating? So first of all, before we get into the history, tell me, what is your business and what services does it provide our community?
I'm an excavating contractor in Oneida County. I am also a licensed New York State asbestos handling contractor, and I'm also a licensed New York State asbestos inspector.
That's amazing. I tell you what, so what's involved, by the way, to get, I mean, there's a lot of licensing, and you got to go through a lot of training.
There's training
programs,
and there's a certain criteria that you have to meet in order to obtain a license. Obviously, you have to pay a fee, and this all has to be maintained on a yearly basis with training and recertifications.
That's amazing. So the history of okay, so this is what you do for services. So the history of how you got into this line of work, and it started with excavating, I think, right? And so I'm not going to get into your history. I'm going to let you tell that story, but go ahead and talk about how you kind of evolved from your manufacturing history to where you are today.
That's a hard one to tell. I guess I've always been, my mechanical things has always been of an interest to me. I, if had the opportunity, would have probably been some sort of an auto or equipment mechanic.
Really?
Yeah, that's something that I've always enjoyed doing. And I was previously in the cheese business when I was younger.
It's amazing.
And after that career didn't work out, I had a choice in my life back in the early 80s to take...
But let me, cheese business, right?
Yes.
Cheese.
Cheese.
That's amazing. Let me talk about that just for a second. So you were in the cheese business with your family, right?
Correct.
And how old were you when you got into that?
Right out of high school.
Wow.
Well, I was working when I was in high school, but I got into business with my family after I got out of high school.
So you actually went and had college training for that?
Yes,
too?
I did. I went to Canton ATC for 2 years and majored in dairy and food science.
Amazing.
Graduated and I think I had lab test licenses. There was like 5 different ones you have to test certain foods for different content.
Very nice. And so you did this as a family business.
Yes.
And your whole family got out of this business at one point?
Yeah, we did. The industry changed dramatically in our area back in the mid-'70s, and the technology got more difficult to be competitive with.
Yeah.
And it required a large amount of capital investment in packaging and manufacturing to stay abreast with the market. In short, the shelf life of our products went from 3 weeks to 3 months in a matter of 5 years. And that's what you had to compete with. And we didn't have the capital behind us to be able to maintain that kind of machinery. So eventually we went out of business.
So that takes you to where we are today, where you're into this business that you're in, you know. And so I was going to ask you, what really inspired you to get into this?
I've always liked mechanical things. I've always wanted to be a car mechanic. And I like equipment. I always liked equipment. And obviously, if you have equipment, you have to be mechanically inclined. And it's working outside. I think it was very profitable. It can be lucrative depending on how demanding you want it to be able to be for you.
Right.
And I just slowly evolved into that. I actually joined the Army in the reserves.
Wow, thanks for your service.
After I got married, and I did that to go to their heavy equipment training school, which is out of state, obviously. It was in Missouri.
So how old were you when you actually started your business?
Well, as soon as I graduated college, I think I was about 20 years old. They're talking about the cheese business.
No,
The excavating. I started that in 1987.
Wow.
That would make me 29 years old,
29,
something like that.
1987. That was I was working at General Electric at that time, and I left to go to South Jersey and came back up. But you're doing this now, and you've been doing this in 1987, and you don't have a force. It's just you, right?
Yes, there was a time when I had a half a dozen to 10 guys working for me all at once, but back in the beginning, right around 2001, 2002, I decided that that wasn't the best route for me to take because of all the requirements, the red tape, and the cost involved. And it changed my job from more of a managerial position, an administrative position, as opposed to a hands-on position.
Gotcha.
And I didn't really enjoy that.
Yeah.
So I got rid of all my employees. And I've been doing it completely by myself since then.
Well, there's probably advantages, obviously, to that, but it's probably do you miss the camaraderie that you normally had with employees and stuff that are around you?
No.
No. So you've been doing this in 1987. So what if you were to try to break down your business? What's the biggest portion of your business?
Well, I like to specialize in building demolition right now. It is probably the biggest portion of my business, and I believe it's probably the most profitable.
Wow. And then second would be?
General excavation, water lines, sewer lines, repairs, installations, site work, land clearing.
And you mentioned asbestos removal, right?
Yeah, the asbestos business, or the asbestos part of my business, I had to more or less get into because of the laws that became enacted back in the early to mid 70s and on a nationwide basis and on a statewide basis, required certain individuals in that field to become part of building demolition or any sort of the state calls it a disturbance. When you disturb anything, they want to know what it is.
Right.
And obviously when you're doing building demolition, you're disturbing the building or creating a disturbance, and that's when all that became law.
Now, do you deal? This is just something that popped in my head. Do you? Because I remember some insurance, some companies that would explode things, and then there was other companies who would come in and measure. They would set up vibration equipment and make sure that the explosion. They measure the vibration. Miles away, half a mile away, a quarter mile away. Do you do any explosive?
No, you're talking about
type stuff?
imploding. No, I don't. No, actually, I was trained in the Army to do that, but no, I don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to be not building implosions, just basic demolition.
I got you.
You have to be specialized, and it takes a lot of experience, and you obviously have to have a large insurance rating.
Yes.
But it takes a lot of study. There's a lot of planning that goes into that, and there's a lot of testing too to determine, what type and what size of charge is adequate, but not too much, because if it's too much, people get hurt.
So what's involved with asbestos removal in a general home? Say you get into a residential home. I can think of a friend who actually has a basement built in the late 18 to 19 and early 1900s, maybe 5 different pipes. He has a hot water heating system, and maybe there's 4 or 5 pipes that go throughout the house, all in the basement, that have asbestos around them, and he encapsulated them with epoxy back in the day that I remember. And at some point, I think he wants to get that stuff removed. How would that happen? How could he go about that?
If he wants to remove it, if he's decided that's what he wants to do, he would have to contact someone trained in this industry to come in and inspect it, to see what kind it is, and to see if it is in fact asbestos, because there are many pipe wrap coverings that are not asbestos. Asbestos is probably the best product for that use, but it has been outlawed for a number of years, although some of it is still lying around in basements throughout the whole world. Anyway, he would have to get a trained individual to come in and inspect it and assess the situation, and then to give him his options with regards to removing or possibly just making safe if that's what he wants to do.
Gotcha.
Because asbestos in disrepair is not safe.
That's amazing, and that's a good point right there. Let's hold that point. We'll be right back. Hi, we're back with Digger Dan, and we're talking about asbestos removal. And is that something you enjoy, or is that a smaller part of your business?
It's a smaller part of my business. It's something I do not enjoy. There's a lot of regulations with very stiff penalties and very strict requirements. And a lot of it doesn't make sense. The asbestos law in New York State and on the nation as a whole, but it's administered by New York State, is vague, and there's a lot of gray areas in it. And in order to keep yourself from getting into trouble, where you can do it easily without even knowing it, you have to constantly be in contact with the regulating agencies, run by them a scenario that you're looking at, and what are my options here? What's the best way to approach this? And it doesn't matter if you've been doing this for 30 or 40 years. It's always wise to seek the advice of the enforcement arm of that department, because if someone makes a complaint or if there's an inquiry, and there frequently is, then you have a legal basis to stand on as to why it's being done in this manner. If you seek their consultation, then it pretty much eliminates them having to get in trouble, so to speak, by not doing it the way that they think you should have.
Understood. Now, do you have an inspector that would come before the job starts, and that same inspector comes after, kind of like an electrical job, or you get a permit, right?
Are you speaking of the Department of Labor or an asbestos inspector?
An inspector for asbestos.
Okay, I'm a licensed New York State asbestos inspector.
Okay.
The first thing that a property owner would want to do is contact a licensed New York State inspector.
Okay.
They'll come to your house, and I'm pretty sure, I know I do it for free. I don't charge for it. I'm certain that everybody in the industry does it for free initially for a consultation. And then, of course, if services are required, there's a fee schedule which they would make known to you. But you contact an asbestos inspector to come in, find out what it is that you propose to do. He'll look at what you have and the situation surrounding it, and then he'll give you options as to which way you should proceed. And it's for safety and for legality.
Right. In the last 5 years, do you see the regulations getting worse, staying the same, or getting better?
That's probably not a good thing. They basically stay the same.
Okay.
They have had one amendment since I've been doing this. I think it was enacted back in 2010, I think it was. And they worked on an amendment to the code rule, which is the laws that we have to follow, for like 5 years. And then it took them forever to make them law. Okay, and I don't see them doing it again. I hear that they are working on another amendment, but they may be 5-10 years down the road. I mean, they move very slowly. But no, the laws don't constantly change. They probably don't change enough to be effective, because there are some laws and rules that are probably could be improved. On the other hand, the other issue being is, how does the local enforcement official who is at that project, how they determine what the rule book says.
Right.
And that's where you'll find some lack of consistency, and you'll find that in anything, I'm sure. But it does happen in this business. An area that I work in, we have been blessed with good individuals that work for the Department of Labor. They're consistent, they're sensible, they know the law, and I have a lot of respect for them.
That's tremendous. It sounds like a complicated business, but
it can be.
As long as it's like anything, as long as you know the right people, you can navigate the waters. But so you really, primary business is demolition. You love that. Who doesn't love demolition? I would love that stuff. Like breaking things and taking things away, and then excavation, and then asbestos. Am I missing anything?
No.
But one of the things, and the last I'm going to leave on this, is that I know in the suburban areas, there's a lot of ditches. I remember I do outdoor lighting, so I was coming out of my job site and turned on to Trenton Road, and I saw a 75-year-old man just tumble right into a ravine. I've got one of these little ditches. The county comes and they dig that stuff out every year, and I have one up in Helen Patton. So I'm thinking about putting a pipe in and getting a guy like yourself to come in and maybe connect the pipe for me and fill it in and put some topsoil on it. It would be so wonderful, man. It's like it would be a whole nother way for me to take care of my property It would contribute to like driveway, being able to, have people park on the side of the road where they could never do that before. Do you do a lot of that?
I don't do a real lot of it. I've done it for myself on properties that I've owned. Certain municipalities still have in place programs where they'll do that for you.
Wow.
But there is some cost involved. They usually have to purchase the material, their specification. And the reason why they would perform that service for you is because they want to make sure they see how it gets done and what materials are being used so that it doesn't become a hazard when they plow snow or when they have to do their work in the right of way, which is on the side of the road.
Amazing. So it was great talking to you and great learning about your business. It sounds like you love what you do. And do you see yourself doing this maybe another 5 years?
Yeah, I think for more than that. Probably.
Yeah?
As long as I can do it, I guess.
Fantastic. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you and understanding what you offer as a service to our community, Dan. And thanks for being able to come here and sharing your story with us.
My pleasure.
Okay, everybody, that's it for another section, another scenario here in the Life and Homes Journal. This is Mike Murray. We'll be back.
Owning a home is costly. Wouldn't it be nice if you could save on day-to-day expenses? Get exclusive savings and buy one get one deals on lifestyle and home products and services like a free steak dinner or a car wash on your birthday. Introducing Life and Homes Weekly, a new free service that delivers coupons and deals with up-to-the-minute real estate information. All you have to do is text coupons to 415-528-7403 to sign up. With Life and Homes Weekly, you'll get this weekend's open house list, new listing alerts, searchable, up-to-the-minute real estate listings, a copy of the area's largest digital real estate magazine, and valuable coupons that change every week. Text coupons to 415-528-7403 to sign up. Get free access to thousands of dollars in deals every month. Just text coupons to 415-528-7403 to sign up for Life and Homes Weekly.
Have you thought about having a home in the southern Adirondacks? Well, it's possible. This 2-bedroom, 2-bath home with lake access to West Stoner Lake could be yours. Give Joe Malone at the Property Shop a call at 518-813-6514.
Hi everyone, this is Maddie, and I'm Eileen with Pavia Real Estate Residential. Whether you're looking to buy a house this summer or list, now is a great time to explore the market. Maddie and I have a quick tip for all those pet owners out there. We recommend that you clean up after your furry friends before any showings.
Owning a home is costly. Wouldn't it be nice if you could save on day-to-day expenses? Get exclusive savings and buy one get one deals on lifestyle and home products and services like a free steak dinner or a car wash on your birthday. Introducing LifeandHomes Weekly, a new free service that delivers coupons and deals with up-to-the-minute real estate information. All you have to do is text coupons to 415-528-7403 to sign up. With LifeandHomes Weekly, you'll get this weekend's open house list, new listing alerts, searchable up-to-the-minute real estate listings, a copy of the area's largest digital real estate magazine, and valuable coupons that change every week. Text coupons to 415-528-7403 to sign up. Get free access to thousands of dollars in deals every month. Just text coupons to 415-528-7403 to sign up for LifeandHomes Weekly. Owning a home is costly. Wouldn't it be nice if you could save on day-to-day expenses? Get exclusive savings and buy one get one deals on lifestyle and home products and services like a free steak dinner or a car wash on your birthday. Introducing LifeandHomes Weekly, a new free service that delivers coupons and deals with up-to-the-minute real estate information. All you have to do is text coupons to 415-528-7403 to sign up. With LifeandHomes Weekly, you'll get this weekend's open house list, new listing alerts, searchable up-to-the-minute real estate listings, a copy of the area's largest digital real estate magazine, and valuable coupons that change every week. Text coupons to 415-528-7403 to sign up. Get free access to thousands of dollars in deals every month. Just text coupons to 415-528-7403 to sign up for LifeandHomes Weekly.
Hey guys, John Bevilacqua over at the Property Shop. I just wanted to give you one of my buyer-seller tips for today, and today we're going to talk about some buyer tips on how to stop paying rent and owning your own home. So I think a lot of people feel like home ownership as a renter is something that's a far-fetched idea and that they need a boatload of money to put down on the home, and that is not the case. Within our report here, we're going to teach you guys how to stop paying rent and own your own home, and we're going to give you 6 known facts that are going to help you guys buy your first home. So if you're interested in this, private message me on the Facebook here. This video is going to be up for you guys to contact me, reach out. If you know somebody that's looking to buy a home that you think this information would be great for, hit me up and we'll get the information to them, or give me a call when you see this video. All right, thanks guys.
Owning a home is costly. Wouldn't it be nice if you could save on day-to-day expenses? Get exclusive savings and buy one get one deals on lifestyle and home products and services like a free steak dinner or a car wash on your birthday. Introducing LifeandHomes Weekly, a new free service that delivers coupons and deals with up-to-the-minute real estate information. All you have to do is text coupons to 415-528-7403 to sign up. With LifeandHomes Weekly, You'll get this weekend's open house list, new listing alerts, searchable, up-to-the-minute real estate listings, a copy of the area's largest digital real estate magazine, and valuable coupons that change every week. Text coupons to 415-528-7403 to sign up. Get free access to thousands of dollars in deals every month. Just text coupons to 415-528-7403 to sign up for Life and Homes Weekly.
Well, we want to thank you today for the privilege of being able to bring some of these great business people into your home. We're trying to connect people and homes together on the Life and Homes Journal. If you've got further questions about anything you've seen, go to lifeandhomes.com. Thanks very much. I'm Mike Murray, your host. We'll see you next time.